Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso in thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. The direct service purchase and pricing inquiry line from you to me and my crew for this or any watch you see here on Watchbox Reviews. tmosso at thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing the new for 2019 Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Frosted Gold Double Balance Openworked. This is a sensational 41mm white gold hammered surface ultra haute de gamme piece from Audemars Piguet's core model line, Royal Oak. Now the timepiece here, of course, takes the double balance that debuted back in 2016 and the 41mm case that arrived in 2012 and puts it together with the frosted gold that AP has been rolling out over the last 3 model years. This so-called frosted or Florentine finish is achieved entirely by means of hammering with micrometric surfacing tools, and you can see right down to the bevels and the crisp breaks between the original character lines of the watch. All of the original underlying artistry, faceting, and character of the Royal Oak has been maintained. Now, of course, the watch is relatively slim. At 41mm, you're going to find this one is 10mm on the nose in thickness. Lug-to-lug, it measures 51.5mm, and if we include these two little plot end links on each side, you can see how they flare out a bit at each side, then it is a 54mm watch extremity to extremity across the wrist. We'll throw it on my 16cm circumference wrist real quick right here so you can get a sense of its fit. It feels substantial. I've often said Royal Oaks were larger than their nominal size, and that's certainly the case here. All in white gold, it's incredibly massive. A great pleasure to enjoy something of undoubted quality and substance on your wrist. Everything that touches the wrist is hand finished, and that's a wonderful thought to entertain. A beguiling look, but a broad one. I would recommend it for wrists as small as 15cm in circumference. If you've got a bigger wrist, no problem. This one wears more like a 42 or a 43. Now let's take a quick look at the bracelet. Not much changes architecturally in terms of its faceting, its transitional bevel along the flanks, the vertical satin finish on the faces. Of course, you can see that the internal polish of the plots, the intermediate links, you can still see that internal polished face that's really only visible as you roll the bracelet through the light. So all that is still present and correct from the standard watch, but you can see the hammering gives this one a lovely micro chiseled profile. And it's not just the case, it's not just the bezel, it's not just the primary links, it's even the intermediate links. And of course, sizing is easy. White gold screws simply remove with your jeweler's screwdriver. On the underside, it's built the way Royal Oak bracelets are, with channels to vent the wrist and avoid pinching skin or pulling hair. You have a matching white gold double deployant clasp, which you can see internally is both media blasted and satin finished with black polished screws. Close it up, AP logo, all of high polish, black polish I should say, and then twin trigger release so this one cannot accidentally pop open. Rolling back to the case, you can see everything you love about the standard 41mm automatic is present and correct. Here we have in white gold the hexagonal crown, which I should mention in this instance is a screw down, so the 50-meter water resistance of this watch is a stiff 50, suitable for swimming. You can see that the hexagon of the crown matches the hexagon of the white gold bezel bolts, which as ever are black polished and recessed and perfectly aligned to encircle. You can see that the flanks of the rounded octagon are handsomely rounded and again black polished here, giving this watch a very different look for a Royal Oak. Now on the dial side, you can see it's effectively one and the same as Audemars Piguet caliber 3132 automatic winding by rotor with ceramic rotor bearings, and as you can see on the dial side, beaten away at 21,600 vibrations per hour. It does feature stop seconds. It is an entirely hand skeletonized and hand finished movement, satin finished and DLC coated to give it a dark contrast against the white of the case. You can see it features applique gold indices with lume. It is an easy watch to see at night. There is plenty of lume. There is an open barrel which acts as a sort of informal power reserve indicator. When it's tightly coiled, it is more wound. It features 2 balances, one on each side, both free sprung and adjusted in a chronometer style 5 positions, but you can see how the actual stud holders are positioned 180 degrees apart. So with 180 degree orientation opposite each other, these hairsprings will cancel out the positional error. That is, when you turn the watch over and one starts beating fast, the other beats slow. Turn it back, vice versa, giving you the advantage of concentric beating and even timekeeping in any position that you would get with an overcoil, and the free-sprung architecture with a full bridge making it very, very shock resistant for what is frankly an elaborate dress watch. Now, because it does feature a double balance, you have twice as much oscillating mass to ensure accuracy. Bumps, concussions, vibrations on the wrist have less of an impact on a large mass balance, and when you have two enormous balances, all the more so. You can see the motion works at the center as I can effectively adjust the watch, and you can see the mechanism at center turning underneath the hands. You can also see the keyless works adjacent to the crown, operating the clutch mechanism, which allows me to alternately stop the seconds and set or wind the watch. The timepiece, of course, immaculately finished on both sides. What I want to emphasize is that there is absolute no compromise in quality or finish. While that may sound elementary with a brand like Audemars Piguet, I have to emphasize that some of the basic movements like the 4401 or the 4302 or the 3120, they're actually mostly machine finished movements. Everything you see here is hand finished, right down to the sharp cleft of the interior angles and the internal beveling of all these skeletonized bridges. The black polished screws with chamfered slots and chamfered circumference, as well as the bridge itself on both sides, one gold and, as you can see, one anthracite. This is a very special watch, entirely craft finished inside and out. You can even see on the base plate itself there's a small amount of engine turned perlage, and all of the wheels feature a satin graining. No expense spared, no millimeter unadorned. This is as good as high horology gets, and proof that Audemars Piguet is not just about steel sports watches. Email tmosso at TheWatchBox for full pricing and details of this Openworked double balance frosted white gold. The Royal Oak Openworked by night, beaten away on its 38 jewels.